Okay, situation 5, let's read. A 300 millimeter thick concrete wall is to be centrally located on a footing. The allowable soil bearing pressure is 192 kilopascals. The footing is to be designed for a moment of 160 kilonewton meter and a total vertical load of 320 kilonewton. So what should be the minimum footing width? Okay, so pinapahanap lang yung width ng footing. So I think we discussed this before. So let's say ito yon. So we need to find ano to. Okay, so kapag wall footing, 'di ba sabi ko, ang assumption natin diyan kasi mahaba yung wall footing eh. So nakatingin tayo sa elevation view, ito 'yan, 'di ba? So mag-a-assume lang tayo ng 1 meter width, 'di ba? Sabi ko. So yung kino-consider lang natin na shape ito lang. Okay, so ngayon ito ay loaded ng 320 kilonewton na force tsaka moment na 160. So pinapahanap lang yung B para daw to prevent uplift. So 'di ba to prevent uplift, ang criteria kailangan zero yung stress dun sa kabilang side. So parang ganito yung magiging soil pressure diagram mo. So yun lang yung criteria diyan. So dapat yung stress dito zero. Okay, so to solve that, di gawin natin combined action and bending. So the stress is equal to gawin kong positive yung compression tas negative yung tension kasi soil ito eh. Baliktad siya, no? Pero it's up to you, no? Wala namang problema kung gusto mo positive yung tension or negative yung compression. So we have, of course, yung force na 320, compression yan. So 320 over area. So yung area natin ngayon dito will just be B times 1. Di ba? Kasi kung titingnan mo to, ang width niya dito is atong 1 meter. Okay, so B times 1 meter. So elevation view to ha. Okay, so that is compression. And then yung 160 will produce tension. So 160, so di ba MC over I? So yung C natin ay kalahati. Yung C natin is B over 2. So B over 2 over I. Now yung over I. So again, ang itsura nito sa sa bottom view. Ganyan. Ito yung parang um, wall. Yan yung wall. So, yung pinag-uusapan natin na dimension, ito yung B, tapos ito yung L na 1 meter. Okay, so yung area natin, ito. Tapos yung bending natin is about this axis. Okay, yung 160. So, ibig sabihin, yung BH cube over 12, so dahil ito yung axis of bending natin, yung naka-cube lagi is yung perpendicular dun sa axis of bending. So, ito yung naka-cube. Kasi ito yung hindi naka-cube. So, it's going to be 1 times B cube over 12. So, ayan. Okay? Simplify lang natin. Kapag sinimplify natin to, si 320 over B na lang, ito naman magiging magka-cancel tong 12 to sa over 2 na to. Magiging 6. Tapos yung 6 na inaangat, kaya parang magiging ganito siya. 6 times 160. Tapos itong B na to, magka-cancel sa isang B na to. So, squared na lang over B squared. Ayan. And then from there, you equate this to 0 kasi gusto natin yung stress natin doon ay 0 to prevent uplift. So therefore, yung minimum width ng footing would be Ayan, so 3. Right? So that is our answer for number 13, 3 meters. Okay? Next item for the same situation. Okay, so given, total vertical load is 540. Resisting moment is 1,080 and you're already given the footing width, 4 meters. How much is the allowable overturning moment such that there will be no tensile stress in the footing? So ano daw yung allowable na resisting moment para walang tensile force. So dito, gagamitin natin yung concept ng soil pressure, no, para masigurado. So parang ganito pa rin naman. Ito yung wall footing. Okay, so nandito yung ano natin, force na 540. Tapos ito yung moment. So yung moment na yan will just be the resisting moment minus the overturning moment. So which is in this case, alam natin na 1,080 yung resisting minus overturn. So ito yung hinahanap natin. So para masigurado na walang pressure, ay walang tensile stress dun sa footing natin. So dapat ang maging itsura ng pressure diagram ay ganito ulit. So dito ang criteria natin guys is resisting and overturning moment na yan. Dapat yung resultant niyan, resultant soil pressure which is equal lang do sa 540 kapag nag-summation of forces ka, dapat um, located siya dito sa distance na to. Okay, dapat located siya dyan. Okay, and paano natin masigurado na located siya dyan? So, bali, syempre, dahil ito ay triangular load, itong distance na to is already known, no? By the way, this is 4 meters, di ba? 4 meters yan. So, therefore, yung X bar will just be, kasi triangle, so 1/3 nung 4. Okay? So ngayon para masigurado natin na walang tensile stress, to solve for this, we will just take summation of moment sa soil, no? Sa soil ha. So ano ba yung mga forces acting sa soil? So ito na yung reaction ng soil eh. So yan, 540. 540, ang magiging moment arm natin is yung X bar. Okay, equate natin dun sa magiging moment sa soil which is ito. So 1,080 minus MO. And again, itong 540 is already known to be 1/3 of 4. And that is equal to 1,080 minus MO. So therefore, the MO required must be okay, 360 kilonewton meter. Okay, and that is letter C. Okay? Now, lastly, for item 15, same situation. Iba na naman yung given. This time, you're given both the resisting moment and the overturning moment. Okay, and the total vertical load pati footing width. So which of the following gives the maximum soil pressure? So actually simple lang sana ito. Okay, kaya lang we have to be careful kung meron bang tense kasi ngayon given na lahat eh, no? So ngayon tatanong tayo, ano yung maximum soil pressure? So if there is no, lagay ko muna ng values, 450, tapos ito MR minus MO. So 945 minus 315. So 630. Okay? And then this is for 4.2. Okay? So ngayon, para malaman natin kung magkakaroon ba dito ng tensile stress, kasi dalawa ang pwedeng ano dito dalawa ang pwedeng case na mangyari. Case 1 is yung pressure diagram mo ng soil, ganito trapezoidal. Ibig sabihin, yung soil mo is under pure compression. Kapag ganyan, to calculate the stresses, gagamitin lang natin yung combined action and bending, yung P over A plus or minus MC over I, etc. Pero pag nangyari to, yan. So meron kang tensile part ng soil, hindi na valid yung P over A plus MC over I. Hindi na siya valid. Okay? So paano ko malalaman kung meron itong tension? So merong criteria, yung mga libro, yung ibang mga module, may criteria na kailangan daw yung eccentricity mas malaki or mas maliit sa x over 2, blah blah blah, no? Pwede niyo kabisaduhin yon, pwede niyo tandaan yon. Pero ang pinakamabilis para sa akin is kunin niyo na lang yung stress dito sa kabila. Pag nag-negative yan, or ibig sabihin pag nagkaroon ng tension, bawal gamitin yung P over A plus MC over I para ma-solve yung stress dito sa maximum. No? So, tingnan natin. Ano ba ang magiging stress dito? Tawagin ko to na corner A. Kapag in-assume natin na walang tension, no soil tension, so yung magiging maximum pressure natin ay equal sa stress sa B. Ito. Which is going to be, ano lang, P over A plus MC over I. Okay? Assuming no soil pressure. So, paano malalaman kung walang soil tension? Kunin mo muna yung FA. So, ang FA ay P over A tapos minus MC over I. Tignan natin. Very quickly. 450 over 4.2 times 1. Kasi nga, ano to? Wall footing. Minus M. 630. Yung C natin ay 4.2 over 2. Or pwede nyo i-apply yung kanina. So, kanina actually, meron akong konting dinerive dito. Itong part na to. No, di ba ano yan? M B over 2 over B cube over 12. So, kapag sinimplify mo yan, that is 6M over B squared. Kasi yung ano mo, pang wall footing lang to ha. Kasi yung L mo, 1 na eh. So, ganyan na siya. So, gamitin na lang natin yan, no? Para lang masanay na rin kapag wall footing. Pang wall footing lang yan ha. 6M, ano yung M? 630 over B squared. Okay, tingnan natin what is the stress at A. So 450 over 4.2 minus 6 times 630 over 4.2 squared. And that gives us negative 107. Okay, so therefore, tension occurs. Okay, so ibig sabihin, hindi to valid. Okay, so anong ginagawa kapag mayroong tension? So, assume natin na yung soil pressure natin, ganito yung itsura. Ganyan. And ganun pa rin ang idea. Kailangan yung resultant natin ay yung layo niya dito is x bar. Okay? So, which is 1/3 nito, ng length na to. Okay? So, tawagin ko tong length na to na A. So, dapat yung x bar ay 1/3 ng A. Okay? Tapos lumalabas ngayon dyan, ito yung maximum soil pressure. Ito. Yan. Yun yung maximum soil pressure. Okay? So, how do we solve for x bar? So, again, we will take summation of moment sa soil. Okay? So, sa soil, dalawa lang yan. Yung reaction dito, which is already equal to the applied force kasi wala namang ibang vertical force dyan. So, 450 times x bar is equal dun sa writing minus overturning na 630. So, from here, we can solve for the x bar. And that is 630 divided by 450. Okay, that gives us 1.4. So meaning we can solve for A. So yung A natin from here is just 3x bar. So times 3. And that is 4.2. Okay, so we can now define kung ano yung Fmax. So how do we define Fmax? So dapat yung equivalent force nito ay equal dito. So bali yung area nito, di ba? Dapat equal dyan. So therefore, we have R is equal to 1/2. Ang base natin ay A. Ang height natin is yung Fmax. Tama ba? Area ng triangle dapat equal dito. So 1/2 base times height. Ito yung hinahanap natin. So therefore, this is 450 is equal to 1/2. Yung A natin is 4.2 times Fmax. So therefore, Fmax can be calculated. That is 214.29 kilopascals. And that will be our answer. Okay, guys, had you used this computation na P over A plus MC over I, think 6 over B squared, no? 6M over B squared, ayan. You will get 321, which is also in the choices, which is wrong. Okay, kailan lang to tama? Tama yan kung wala kang tension dito sa part ng footing. Pero dahil merong tension, hindi yan pwedeng maging sagot. Kailangan mong i-drawing yung equivalent pressure diagram, neglecting the tension part. Kasi in reality, hindi naman kaya ni soil na mag-react na pa-tension. Ang kaya niya lang na i-react is kapag kinompress siya. Okay? Kasi soil lang yan eh. 'Di ba? So that's the idea, and that's how we solve this problem.